Start my own kid, no one.
It's Madden NFL 24, and all eyes are on Jamar Chase. He's coming off a nice performance, bringing in a pair of touchdowns. It's the Bengals and the Giants. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the New York Giants. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. And there on your screen, Charles, the key inactives guys out this week.
And there's never anything good about any injury, but there's a silver lining to them, is that it creates opportunity for someone else on the depth chart. Will they take advantage of it with good play, or have they not prepared well, thinking they'll never get on the field, and they'll go out there and hurt their team? Nice job there, forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Dancing to his left. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. He's got a man, complete. It's a big play for the Giants on third down. 49 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Come on, set.
Steps away to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Pretty good first down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Hand it inside, quarterback tucks it and keeps it, quarterback throws the ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Buying time to his left. And it's knocked away and incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. He'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll begin on the ground with Evans. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
I'm trying to continue that trend here this afternoon. first down. Here's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Here we go.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Bengals.
Burrow will throw. He finds his target. It's Evans. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Giants, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Second and goal at the 6-yard line.
Evans running straight ahead. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Brown. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. No score after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. McPherson's kick is good. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left. Taking it right down Broadway. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The Giants at 2-0 here to begin the season. And off to exactly the start you're hoping for. Nothing for the fan base to complain about, at least not yet.
I like the way that you phrased that. Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a long ways to go. But they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way if they stay in that mode throughout the season.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. And look at this, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt, it doesn't work out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow throwing the out route incomplete. That's Boyd. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away.
On 1, ready?
And it's 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. Still on his feet. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Cooper on the return, taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Going deep for Diggs. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. 55 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And oh, a dangerous throw there. Nearly intercepted on the sideline, but it's incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sam Hubbard. He's the one who runs him down, and my goodness, that is just a disastrous loss for this offense. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Flush to his right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Here we go, here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're starting to put some space here. The first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Burrow. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Dexter Lawrence coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at the 18.
On the set.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making a punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on 4th down, but they're going once more. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Face mask. Defense.
So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
Short throw underneath to Hurst. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. 3rd and 7 now.
Gun.
Here's Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Ready.
On play action, they'll throw out to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They were winners last week against Cincinnati, and right now they are in the driver's seat in this ball game as well.
Here we go.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. Well, CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark by. I mean, that could be a big momentum swing here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, we may have to revisit it, right? Because if that drive ends up in the end zone, they're sitting pretty at that point. Now, instead, it's a 2-score game.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And Chase going to pick up a Bengals first down as he's up past the 45-yard line. Now Burrow on first down. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Ball under 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4.
At the 36-yard line.
Burrow looking to pass. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 24-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Giants are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So that, Charles, maybe the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something? Because we're into the third quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you know, you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose it down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go or throw it to a target and get that.
And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play for the Giants on 3rd down. 55 yards.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 2nd and 4.
Ready?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Here we go.
Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
No surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
Ready?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Ready?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. They'll look to throw. On the move to his left. And he will get into the end zone. So that shaves 2 more off the deficit as they now trail by 5. Still just a 2-score game in the third quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to...
And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter play. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And the pressure gets to him again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken on the 25. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. Rolling to his left. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Well, there you go. Said your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and a yard. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And now the rookie's free. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. How about that? Their quarterback. 29 yards. And the Giants have taken a 4th quarter lead. They'll try and throw for it. Steps away. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Cincinnati set to take over once again. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Here we go.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Burrow will throw. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first. They'll set up a throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now because a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner. And usually he's able to use his body and catch the football. But a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Throw left side complete to Chase. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
11 MT, 11 MT. Start.
Now it's Burrow. Short throw underneath to Hurst.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Here's a 2nd and 7. Again, it's Burrow. Again, that's Hurst.
Gotta go score.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
To throw, Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1. Yards out. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. We've seen some big kicks in the NFL the last few years, and that one might just rank right up there.
And you know you can hear the crowd react, right? But I was focused in on the sideline and watched them absolutely erupt. I don't know how many of them thought that he was actually going to make that kick, but how about how they felt when the ball went over the post?
The New York set to take the field. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Dancing to his left. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And he'll be brought down, still a yard or two short even of the first down. So things looking bleak here. They've got to convert on 4th. Here it is, 4th and inches. Now back to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. 2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Here we go. This to avoid overtime. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Ready?
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Here we go. This to avoid overtime. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Cooper on the return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And the Giants ready to come out now. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Now a first throw here in overtime. Buying time to his left. And that's caught inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Forced out to his left. Gonna throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Out to his left. Pushes past him. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Certainly a rarity for all but an elite couple of quarterbacks in this league to have a 100-yard day on the ground. Heck, even running backs don't hit the mark as often as they used to. Nice to see them keep calling his number once they saw he was in line for a special game.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll look to throw here. Able to shake him off, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. 2nd and 15. Being chased out left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they say he went out of bounds, came back in, then touched the football.
Can't be the first guy to touch it when you come back in bounds. That's why the penalty goes against him. Have to know where you are on the field.
And he missed it. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. So possible disaster there. It's an empty possession, and there's no worse time to have an empty possession than the first drive of overtime.
Yeah, and remember the situation now, Brandon. It's sudden death from here on out. You can bet he's begging for a chance to redeem himself. But the question now is, will that chance ever come?
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
On 2nd down, a run with Evans. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Here we go. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. The defense does its job. Now they're going to get the ball here in overtime with a chance to win it.
Major league kudos to them because to get the ball back in this spot, everything was on them. It had to happen, and they pulled it off. They'll get it back for their offense with a chance to win.
42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now out come the Giants. All right, Charles, so this offense, they need to mount something here. Time is dwindling. They can't get anything going on this drive. This one might end in the tie.
Yeah, that clock put a little extra pressure on them, right? So now, as you look at the playbook, what are you breaking out? Is there something you haven't used before? Is there something you used earlier that you can go back to? Or Can one of your guys just make one of those big-time plays that decides this game?
On the move to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one, weren't we, partner?
That we were, and I just love being able to be witness to a game like this all the way through. Who's going to win it? Oh, what? We're getting overtime? Great for us. A lot of tension on the field. Very tough. Not a surprise it ended with a passing touchdown. That's the way we play in the NFL. But the execution was pretty darn good.
So for the Jets, it's an ideal.
I ain't tripping, this is easy. Easy, got 'em excited to meet me. Meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. CZs, wake up, get